Time for a song off of the soundtrack of Arcane Season 1. It is Sting. What Could Have Been. Actually, Ray Chen in there also. What a song. I believe I was told this is the song from the very end, the last episode, when Jinx was launching everything off towards the council. Now, I do plan on doing an entire soundtrack reaction once I am done with the series. By the way, we are on Patreon. VIP tier has fully unedited episodes of Arcane. If you haven't seen that, go check it out, because YouTube only gets about half of the reaction that I do because they'll block it if we put the whole thing out there. But if you go over to Patreon for Reaction Therapy, the VIP tier is where all unedited series are. And we just started The Last of Us as well, and Avatar, The Last Airbender is coming next. But let me tell you, we have album reactions there too. And once we get finished with Arcane, I think we're going to have to go check out the entire soundtrack to Arcane. The music's incredible. Season 2, better than Season 1. Without further ado, it is time for Sting and Ray Chen, What Could Have Been.
I am the monster you created. You ripped out all my parts. And worst of all, for me to live, I gotta kill the part of me that saw. And I needed you more.
This is even worse listening to the song by itself. Not the song's worse, just feeling this. Because while the show's going on, it's like I'm trying to catch up with everything that's happening and what it means. And the song was so beautiful. I do remember this. But when you break the words down, Sting, one of my all-time favorite music artists, with The Police, Synchronicity. I still have the cassettes to The Police way back in the day. And his voice just so gently speaking this. Listen to these words. I'm the monster, especially when you consider Jinx to Vi. Could be Jinx to the entire world, though. I am the monster you created. You ripped out all my parts. Just took everything out of me. And worst of all, the only way I'm going to live is to kill the part of me that saw that I needed you more. The part of me that saw that I needed you more, and I didn't have you. For me to live, I've got to kill all of that. So all attachment, all bonding, all connection, all vulnerability has to go out the window. In order for me to live, I've got to kill that off, because otherwise I'm going to walk around feeling this small, like I'm useless and worthless and open to attack again emotionally. This says it all. That whole thing says it all. I'm the monster you created. You ripped everything away from me, stripped me down to nothing, and worst of all, any little shred of me that knew I needed you more, I have to kill in order to keep going. Oh my goodness.
And I needed you more. I hope you know we had everything, and you broke me and left these pieces. I want you to hurt like you hurt me today, and I want you to lose like I lose when I play what could have been. Could have been.
So beautiful. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine this in a symphony? And all of the instruments and all of the pieces playing together. I want you to hurt like you hurt me today. I want you to feel how bad it feels. Look, if you've got a relationship that you've been through where pain has happened, you've been left, you've been betrayed, you've been hurt, you've been left, you've been lost, just thrown out or felt that way, This applies completely to anybody's world of relationship. The same when you've been abandoned, you've been cast out. We had it all. It was fine. You broke me and left the pieces. I want you to hurt. I want you to lose. I want you to lose like I lose when I play the game, what would have been. That's one of the most painful things in a relationship. When you've lost a relationship or a relationship ends and you didn't want it to, when you go back and you go through that bargaining phase of grief and kind of like maybe if it could have been, should have been, would have been, it is the most painful thing because you're replaying possibilities that aren't actually possible. And so when I go back and play those things over and over again, those scenarios of what would have been, if we'd have just been together and stayed together, and she'd have been here for me, and I'd have been here for her, we could have lived all the way through life. You lose every time. You know why? That relationship's gone. And I'm replaying it as if it still possibly has a chance, only to have my eyes wide open at the end that, nope, I was dreaming, I was hoping. They're gone. I have lost again. And so I go back in that cycle with relationships, see, where I try to tell people in my office, you have to be able to focus on where you are now and where you're going forward. If you're going to go backwards, reflect on it. Don't dwell in it. That's where this whole thing of playing what could have been, what would have been. Because you go back in a dwelling state. If you can reflect on it, just remember, give yourself a set period of time, 15 minutes. I'm going to let myself drift back to what it was. And then the alarm goes off and I got to get back to life. I don't want you to forget the past. I just don't want you to dwell in the past. So reflect on the past and then use it as an opportunity like journaling and then move forward, live your life today forward. What can I do for me that helps me get a little bit of strength day by day? Go on walks, write it in a journal, scream it out if you need to, let it out, get music on your playlist that helps you not dwell in the past, but move forward and have motivation. These words are so painful. This is why when I diagnosed Jinx as borderline personality, there's such a push and pull. She has so much intense feeling, but so much rage at the same time. And so she's pushing away and creating damage just as much as she's craving love. And that's what happens in this scenario, which is why in therapy you have to look at the vulnerable parts of you that have been hurt, that you can't fix. They are going to have to heal over time and sometimes don't heal back perfectly. A lot of times they don't. And you have to live moving forward to look for the best hope you can. What a song.
It could have been. Why don't you love who I am? What we could have been.
Gosh.
I am your ghost, a fallen angel. You ripped out all my parts. I couldn't care what invention you made me, 'cause I was meant to be yours.
You know, I listen to this and I think, wow, this is so tied to Silco as well. You know, I've let that drift away in the beginning. But when I listen to this, I think this is so much the way that those words were just spoken were so much Silco. I am your ghost, a fallen angel. You know, she was taken in by him, loved by him, cared for by him, chosen, so to speak, by him, lifted up as the chosen one, kind of. And everybody knew that. But I'm a fallen angel. I have failed. And I think she saw, you know, I'm just a failure. So why don't I just blow everything up? The ultimate revenge. Because if I'm going to hurt, I might as well make everyone else hurt. and just all the ways of self-destruction for Jinx, where she just wanted all the pain to end and end it for herself. But she has a purpose. That's why she's still here. I am a ghost, your fallen angel. You ripped out all my parts. It's like you put me together, like that next line. I couldn't care what invention you made me. I feel like I hear Silco in that, where I was an invention, where you were creating me and molding me and making me, but you ripped out all my parts. Like it was in the beginning when I was thinking of Vi, that by her saying you're a Jinx, she just ripped out, and leaving her, that's what she thought, ripped out all of her parts of vulnerability. And now I feel like Silco did the same thing, ripped out all her parts of who she was and said, you're going to be who I want you to be, my invention. Because I was meant to be yours. And I think she felt that way with Silco. You know, you and me, we had it good. We had it going good. And I feel like you were meant to betray me. You were setting me up. Although I'm not sure he really was.
Yours.
Listen to that. Woo! Ah. Bomb flying through the air.
I hope you know we had everything.
Chills.
When you broke me and left these.
This is such a buildup as the bomb is flying through the air and she's going to take out the council. This gives me chills just thinking it's too late now. There's no turning back. And it was just a build up to a crescendo where it's like we had it all, but now I'm destroying it all. And this is the price that's paid.
You know we had everything. When you broke me and left these pieces, I want you to hurt like you hurt me today.
Yep.
I want you to lose like I lose when I play.
I want you to lose like I lose when I play. When I play. Like when I try, I lose every single time. Like that thing she said where I try to fix things, but all I do is break things.
Lose like I lose when I play. I want you to hurt like you hurt me today.
Yep.
I want you to lose like I lose when I play. What could have been?
Boy, what could have been. I like how it stopped there. I want you to lose like I lose when I play. You know, those dreams, those memories, what could have been? Never possible. Remember, don't dwell on the past, reflect on the past. So much mental health in this music. Sting's incredible. He is so incredible. Perfect voice for that in that scene, in that moment. Don't forget, all of the episodes of Arcane will be on our Patreon page as a VIP tier. It's a great way to support a channel and a great way to get extra content as well, because there's album reactions over there and other series. The Last of Us, Avatar coming next. There's lots of cool stuff happening at Reaction Therapy. We'd love to see you over there. Chat rooms too, to talk about this stuff. I go there first and I love chatting with everybody. Don't forget, it's not real therapy, just Tom Break It Down music. If you want help, check the links in the description. You deserve that help. Leave your comments. Tell us what you think about this. And let me know, gosh, have you enjoyed? I mean, Arcane is my shimmer. It's like what I love to watch every single week. It'll be so sad when this is gone. Oh, mental health matters. Don't forget it. We'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.